Should I create an LLC to hold my rental property? We get this question all the time and our answer is always the same. You should never hold rental property in your personal name, and here's why. Hi everyone, Jason Marquardt here with Landmark Property Management, and today we're discussing why you should never hold your rental property in your own name. One quick note here, I want to point out the distinction between buying and holding. When I first got started, I was buying rental properties in my personal name, which sometimes is a necessity for lending purposes. That's okay if you need to do that to get started. However, when it comes to actually holding a property for the long term, you want to do that in a limited liability company, otherwise known as an LLC. Now, the biggest reason for this is liability protection. Without getting super technical, an LLC has the benefit of what's called the corporate veil. This means that if someone sues the property's owner, which is now the LLC, it can only go after that particular LLC and its assets, not you personally. If one property is all that's owned by the LLC, that's typically your maximum liability in most cases. If you have a personal residence, cars, or other investments, you can see why removing your personal liability is such an important reason for using an LLC. If you own a rental property, you have tenants, guests, vendors, neighbors, and more that all represent potential liability if something were to happen. As you know, we live in an extremely litigious world, and if one of these folks slips and falls, you're at risk of getting sued. Putting your property in an LLC is one step to protect yourself. Now, that is, of course, assuming you already have the right insurance policy in place. If you don't, stop this video and go check out our video on rental property insurance. I'll link to that in the description below. In Illinois, LLCs are relatively simple to set up and they're only $150 to file, so there's really no reason not to set one up. When you weigh the pros and cons, setting up an LLC to hold your rental property is a no-brainer. I've included a link below to the state's website that has instructions on how to file and gives you the option to go ahead and get started. Again, it's relatively simple, but if you're not comfortable with doing it yourself, you can always go with LegalZoom or one of the many other options out there. Even with a service like these, you should be all in for well under $1,000, which, in my opinion, is a small price to pay for liability protection and ultimately peace of mind. All right, I hope this helped. If you have any questions about any of this, or if we can help in any way, consider us at Landmark Property Management a resource. We're always happy to help. Feel free to check out our website at chicagospropertymanagement.com or give us a call. Thank you.